Hey everybody, and welcome to the BullSheepParty. And in this one we're going to be reviewing one of the newest vehicles added to the game, the Pegassi Ignus. As always, we're going to be taking a look at its exterior, its interior, the way it customizes in Los Santos Customs, its performance, and ultimately I'm going to be telling you if it's worth it. And with that, let's start with a 360 around the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First off, this vehicle was released, well, today, December 15th of 2021 with the contract DLC. It cost $1.7 million new, which makes it one of the most expensive vehicles in the game, and is based on a Lamborghini that I can't really pronounce. And that's pretty much all I know about it, so that's the review for you. In terms of interactivity, you can open, I'm happy to say, all four doors, the hood and the trunk. See what I did there? Because it's on the front. I really like the way the car looks, and I really like the way the door is open. It's just pure awesomeness. And I believe this is at least as of the time of the recording of this video, my favorite vehicle from the DLC. This is, keep in mind, before I've driven it. And with that, let's jump inside and see what the interior looks like, because Rockstar has been reusing interiors for this DLC, but let's see if this is going to be different for this one. And I can't confirm nor deny, but I think the interior of this vehicle is unique to it. Looks awesome! Even though it's kind of analog, which is weird, even though it's based on a very futuristic car. But in terms of the way the car sounds, here's what you can expect from it. Sounds great. And with that, let's see what type of drivetrain the vehicle has before we get to Los Santos Customs. Oh, and am I seeing a hydraulic spoiler? Okay, so it's an all-wheel drive vehicle, it's based on a Lamborghini, and it has a hydraulic spoiler. Yes, and yes! This is, I promise you guys, gonna be the best vehicle of the entire DLC. And with that, we're off to Los Santos Customs, and if you couldn't tell already, I'm incredibly excited about this. I was incredibly excited before I saw the spoiler, by the way. And on our way to Los Santos Customs, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of this, this gorgeous vehicle. And by the way, one disclaimer here, you can further customize the weaponry of the vehicle. Yes, you can put weapons on it in the agency, but since I don't have that, I don't care about weapons, we're not going to be doing that. We're only going to be customizing the exterior, the interior, and the performance of the vehicle. And speaking of performance, this might be one of the best vehicles I've ever driven in the game. It's incredibly responsive, feels incredibly light, the traction is fantastic, the handling is great, and it just feels like it has a very low center of gravity. So I'm really happy with what I'm seeing so far. And should be mentioned that this vehicle is a part of the super car class category in GTA Online. And as always, we're gonna be upgrading all the performance options up front, this way we don't forget anything and you guys won't call me stupid in the comments, at least not for this. So let's see now, suspension, transmission, there we go, turbo, yes please. And we're off to customizing the front bumpers, also known as the splitter. Which is a common problem that I've seen in this DLC. They keep calling the splitter the front bumper, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, and in this case, I'm a beggar. Yippee. Yeah, rear bumper options, again, which is the only diffuser portion of the vehicle. Let's go with this one. Engine exhaust. We can customize further the exhaust. Let's go with this one. Hood. We can change the hood, which is for some reason on the front. This should be the trunk option, to be perfectly honest, but hey, it is what it is. Kinda like this one. Liveries. And you guys probably know that I'm not the biggest fan of liveries, but here are all the different options you can choose from. And since I already said that I'm not a big fan of those, we're going to be going with the none option, which is the only one for me. And louvers. And if you're into that, you can cover this beautiful, beautiful engine without impacting the performance for some reason. But I really like how this one looks, so I'm going to be keeping it as is. Respraying is going to be done at the end of our stint in Los Santos Customs. Yep, we're going to be going with this one. Spoiler. And even though the traction bar is increased, we're losing the ability to have the hydraulic spoiler. So even though I'm going to be showcasing all the spoiler options, and I gotta say some of them look really cool, others look stupid, like this one, I'm going to be going with the none option because I love the hydraulic spoiler so much. Suspension, we can lower the suspension by a little bit, and I'm going to be doing that. And we can change the wheels and rims, of course, but I like the stock one, so I'm going to be keeping it as is. As for the windows, I would usually tint the windows, but sadly, the tint also impacts the rear window, and we can't have that. And with that, there's only one thing left for us to do, is respray the vehicle. As soon as I find the option. Okay, metallic, and we're going to be making this one. Let's see, what color is good for a Lambo? Nah. Actually, Drew yellow. Yeah, that's a good color. Secondary color. We're going to be doing it in matte. Let's go with red. Why not? It's a Lambo after all. And this is what the vehicle looks like in the sunlight, or the fading sunlight, rather. It has lights. It has brakes. But does it have performance, or rather improved performance? Now, this vehicle is so far what I've seen, and I've seen, what, 5 or 6 vehicles at this point, doesn't have a lot of customization, but this one, surprisingly good. In terms of performance, this is by far my favorite vehicle that I've reviewed so far of the DLC, and it's actually one of the best performing vehicles of the entire game. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the fastest vehicle in the game. Wow, I really, really like how this one handles. Let me just keep it simple. A stock car? Good. Upgraded car? Better. Should you buy it? Yes. A review over. No, honestly, it's incredible. It feels great. It feels like the... what was the name of the... It feels like the T20, if you guys remember that. It kind of feels like the T20, and I can't... Oh my god, the hydraulic spoiler is so cool. Just look at it! Guys, I'm calling it. This is my favorite vehicle of the DLC. I'm calling it. And even though it costs an arm and a leg, it costs $1.7 million new, I gotta say, it's worth it. Not only that it looks incredible, but it's also incredible in terms of performance. So if you ask me, go ahead, go out and buy this one. It's worth it. And with that, we are gonna be ending this video. Thank you so much to everybody that watched. Hopefully you liked what you saw. If that's the case, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. My character is gonna start picking his nose in a couple of seconds from now, so I'm gonna be ending the video. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll catch you all in the next one.